You know, I should have set this up beforehand. It's such a pain in the tushy. It's such a pain in the tushy. Where am I? 1 second. You'd think that after all this time I would know to have everything all set up and ready to go. What am I doing? Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Off like a herd of thunder and turtles here. All right, well, hi there, I'm Ron Chuckett, and welcome to this special World Series scrimmage between the 2018 Boston Red Sox. The playoff teams are available from Action PC Sports, the entire 10 teams, and I was going to do a World Series pre-play. In fact, I still might do a doubleheader on Sunday afternoon in place of our regularly scheduled hockey game. But I've been itching to play, and I have all these seasons, and so we're going to play the American League champion Boston Red Sox against the team that I hold near and dear to my heart, the 2017 Washington Nationals. And I don't have updated pictures for these people, so people like Trey Turner and Michael A. Taylor don't have pictures. But we're going to do this. It's just for giggles. You know, I haven't done baseball live on this channel. I've done football live. I've done hockey live. But I've not done baseball live, so we're going to change that. So let's meet the teams. It is Chris Sale on the mound. Don't worry, this obviously doesn't count for Chris's endurance when he starts game 1 on Tuesday. This is the lineup he will face. Trey Turner leads off and plays short. Michael Taylor is the center fielder. He'll bat second. Bryce Harper, the right fielder, bats third. Anthony Rendon, I think one of the best third basemen in all of baseball, bats fourth. Daniel Murphy, the second baseman, bats fifth. Ryan Zimmerman, who had a career year in 2017, bats sixth. Brian Goodwin is the left fielder. I'm surprised the computer chose that. Matt Wieters is your catcher. He'll bat eighth. And Adam Eaton is your DH. He will bat ninth. And on the mound will be Max Scherzer. The Red Sox will have their hands full. And if you don't have come on, off here. If you don't have the ratings for the news playoff disc, here is how the Red Sox will stack up. Chris Sale is on the mound. Hi, Al. How are you? Happy Saturday. Sandy Leon is behind the plate. He's a 7 range and a 6 arm. Andrew Benintendi is an 8 and 9 in the left. Jackie Bradley Jr. is a 9 and 7 in center. Mookie Betts, I'm sure, is a 10 and a 10. Mitch Moreland, I almost called him Keith, is at first. He's an 8. Ian Kinsler is at second. He's a 10. Xander Bogaerts is a 5 average. And Rafael Devers, not Devers, it's Devers, is average at a 5, and his .926 fielding percentage makes some of us long for Butch Hobson. So we're not going to do openers and all that. We're just going to play a regular game of baseball. So Trey Turner steps in. He's not a threat to bunt. Chris Sale is ready. And oops, don't need to do. The computer will play Washington. So Chris Sale is ready. Trey Turner steps in. It's a light rain, 71 degrees here at Fenway Park on a Saturday afternoon. Actually, it's about 60 up here. And Turner strikes out. He swung on and missed a full count. So Sale starts his scrimmage right with a strikeout. Now bring up Michael A. Taylor. 271, 19 homers and 53 RBIs. But He struck out 137 times. Sale delivers, and there's a liner up the middle. Bradley has it. Will hold Taylor to a single. So Betts' arm is a 7, by the way, just in case you missed that. So that'll bring up Bryce Harper, 319, 29 home runs, and 87 RBI. Runner on first is Taylor, and he can steal. Pitch from Sale. There goes Taylor. Throw down to Bogey, and they got him. 61% chance of taking the base, and Leon's throw was on the money. So 2 out for Harper and an 0-1 count. Sale delivers. Struck him out. He got him on an 0-2 curve. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 1/2 inning, the Nats can't score. The Red Sox coming to bat. And as Max Scherzer takes the hill, in 2017, in 1917 he wasn't even born, but in 2017 he went 16-6 with a 2.51 ERA. 200.2 innings, 126 hits, including 22 home runs. He walked 55 and struck out a whopping 268. The lineup he will face, Mookie Betts will lead it off. Andrew Benintendi is in left, he'll bat second. J.D. Martinez, the DH, hits third. Bogarts will clean up. Not sure that's really the real life case, but what the hell. Keith Moreland, Mitch Moreland, is the first baseman, he'll bat fifth. Ian Kinsler, the second baseman, bats sixth. Rafael Devers, the third baseman, bats seventh. Jackie Bradley Jr. will hit eighth, and Sandy Leon will go ninth. Defensively around Scherzer, it's Goodwin, who's at 5-5 in left. Taylor is an 8-8 in right. I can't see Harper's numbers because Mookie Betts is in the way. Anthony Rendon is only a 7 at third. Trey Turner is a 6 at short. Daniel Murphy is a 6 at second. Ryan Zimmerman. Daniel Murphy's a 6? I'm sorry, I watched Daniel Murphy play 200 games, and he is nowhere near above average defensive second baseman. Ryan Zimmerman's a 3 at first. Matt Wieder's 6 range and a 5 arm. So Mookie, 346, 32 homers, 80 RBI, and theft of many a fly ball in Houston. Scherzer is ready. Struck him out, a 1-2 pitch on the inside corner. Max is going to get his share of those. Harper, by the way, is a 7 and an 8. Here's Benintendi. Andrew is at 290, 16 home runs, and 87 RBI. Here's the pitch. Benintendi flies this one to left center. Taylor's got a beat on it, and they're 2 out. Light rain, barely any wind. A warm day, supposedly, in Boston. I don't think it's... Al, what's the temperature there? It's not 70 in Mass today, is it? J.D. Martinez at 330. Had a monster first year for the Red Sox. 43 home runs and 130 RBI. Scherzer focuses in, and there's a fly ball to left. In comes Goodwin, and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Al says, I'm not watching this anymore. After 1, it's Washington nothing, Boston nothing. It'll be Rendon, Murphy, and Zimmerman for Washington here in the second. Anthony in 301, 25 homers and 100 RBI. Sale threw 11 pitches in the first. His pitch, there's a fly ball to left. Benintendi comes in to make the catch, 1 out. Here's Daniel Murphy, 322, 43 doubles. That was the big key for him. It's about 60. Okay. Yeah, so the weather isn't real life in XMPC. It's about 60 up here, too. 43 doubles, 23 home runs, and 93 RBI. And would have won a batting title, but, he kept getting hurt. Pitch from Sale. Struck him out. He looked at a 2-2 pitch. 94, that's 3 for Sale. And that brings up Ryan Zimmerman. Zim at 303, 36 home runs, 108 RBI. Okay. So Sale has struck out 3. If he does that with whoever he faces Tuesday night in the first 5 batters, there'll be 37,000 delirious people at Fenway Park. Here's the pitch. Zim zips this one into left. Benintendi picks it up on a hop, and the Nats have another hit. So Zim with a single. 2 out for Goodwin. I'm surprised computer went with Goodwin over Worth. Probably I shouldn't be. 251, 13 homers, 30 RBI for Goodwin. Pitch from Sale. Struck him out. 0-2 on an inside corner. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. No runs, another hit, and no errors. After 1.5, it's the Nats nothing, the Red Sox nothing. So it'll be Bogaerts, Mitch Moreland, 80s brain, Mitch Moreland, and Ian Kinsler. Xander had 288 on the real year, 23 home runs and 103 RBI. Pitch from Scherzer, struck him out, a 1-2 pitch on the outside corner. So that's 2 for Max, and that brings up Mitch Moreland at 245, 15 home runs, and 68 RBI. Tomorrow at noon, by the way, we will pre-play Game 1 and 2 of the World Series. So Games 1 and 2 of the Retro Sports Network World Series tomorrow at noon. We know the games will be here at Fenway. Whether it's the Dodgers or the Brewers, you'll find out tonight about 11:30. Sometime during the Dog City show. So here's Mitch Moreland. I think I gave you the numbers. 245, 15 home runs, and 68 RBI. Pitch from Scherzer. And Moreland laces that to right. Harper picks it up off a hop. And the Red Sox have their first hit. That brings up Ian Kinsler at 240, 14 home runs, and 48 RBI. Scherzer delivers, and there's a liner to Murphy. Moreland will hold, and they'll bring up Devers. Devers' 3-run shot in the 6th in Game 5 of the American League Championship Series pretty much closed out any hopes the Astros had. And would you believe, after all the grief that David Price took getting to that game, he's the one that threw the 6 shutout innings to get there. Devers at 240, not a great first full year, but 21 home runs and 66 RBI. Scherzer's pitch, fly ball left center. Taylor's there. He makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, a hit, and no errors. After 2, it's the Nationals nothing, the Red Sox nothing. And so Sale was out for the 3rd. It'll be Wieters, Adam Eaton, and Trey Turner. Wieters at 225 caused me to write 17,000 nasty articles, 10 home runs, and 52 RBI. The pitch, Sale got him. He took a 1-2 curve and looked at it. So that's 5 for Sale. And that brings up Adam Eaton in a Padres uniform. Methinks I must update pictures. Eaton at 297, 2 home runs and 13 RBI. He had a magnificent first month of the year and tore his ACL the last game of the last weekend of April against the Mets. Pitch from Sale. Ground ball up the middle. Kinsler over to Moreland, and there's an out. So that brings up Trey Turner. Through 9 batters, Sale 42 pitches, 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, and 5 strikeouts. Turner's 0 for 1. He struck out. Here's the pitch, and there's a liner in the left that's going to go all the way to the wall. Devers can't make the play, but Turner can only get a single out of it. So 2 out and 1 on for Taylor. Michael A. singled his first time up. Pitch from Sale. There goes Turner, and they're not going to get him. So Turner gets the steal. He's on second. And here's the pitch to Taylor. Turner goes, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Taylor strikes out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They keep scattering hitters. They keep putting runners on, but they can't get any to score. No score, bottom of the 3rd. So Jackie Bradley Jr., the ALCS MVP, Sandy Leon, And Mookie Betts here in the third against Scherzer. Pitch to Bradley. Struck him out. 0-2 change. So that's 3 for Scherzer. And I'll bring up Sandy. Wearing a Washington uniform, as a matter of fact, in that picture. 177 the average. That's not good. 5 home runs and 22 RBI. Pitch from Scherzer. Leon grounds one to Zimmerman. He takes it to the bag himself, and there's 2 out. So through 9 batters, Scherzer has thrown 36 pitches, 2 2/3 innings, a hit, and struck out 3, including 1 Mookie Betts. Who leads us off here in the bottom of the third. And there's the pitch. Mookie, ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Taylor kind of boots it, so Betts is going to go for 2, and he's got it. So a double for Betts, and Benintendi comes up with a runner in scoring position. So that's a second hit allowed by Scherzer. So Scherzer starts stalking behind the mound as Benintendi digs in. Andrews 0 for 1. Runner goes, ground ball to Zimmerman. He flips it to Scherzer, and the Red Sox are down here in the third. No runs, a hit, no errors. After 3, no score, 0-0. So Harper, Rendon, and Murphy for the Nats here in the fourth. Harper struck out his first time up. And you can see from that picture why Bryce Harper drew facial here. Hi, Bubba. How are you? Sales pitch. And Harper gets hit. Goes to first, doesn't say much of anything. Hit him in the helmet. Well, he's not coming to Boston anyway. Go right ahead and plunk him. Here's Rendon with the run with Harper on. Rendon is 0 for 1. Pitch from Sale. Got him! 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. And that's 7 from Sale. Brings up Daniel Murphy, who struck out his last time up. Sale delivers, and he gets Murphy on the just below the belt. So that's 8 from Sale. Here's Ryan Zimmerman. He singled his first time up. Sale's pitch. Harper on first. Zimmerman takes ball 4. First walk. So that'll bring up Brian Goodwin. Brian struck out his first time up. Sale delivers. And Goodwin swings and misses on a 2-2 for strike 3. So nothing across. The hit batsman no walk don't hurt after 3.5. Washington nothing, Boston nothing. I'm doing well, Bubba. Thanks for watching this World Series scrimmage. So it'll be J.D. Martinez, Bogarts, and Moreland here in the bottom of the fourth to face Max Scherzer. So nice of the Washington Nationals to get back together to play this game. It's a light rain here at Fenway. Nothing really much to do anything about. Really no wind, 73 degrees. It's more of a September day than an October day. Martinez is 0 for 1. Yes, I'm implying that his beard and that beautiful head of hair that he has is more shapely than his face. Absolutely. I don't write about them anymore. I can talk about things like that. Martinez is 0 for 1. Hits a fly ball to left. Goodwin comes in and makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Bogarts. He's one of Scherzer's 3 strikeouts. Scherzer delivers, struck him out. An 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. So Scherzer stalks around the mound with his 4th strikeout. Mitch Moreland singled his first time up. Here's the pitch. And he got him. A 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. Moreland shakes his head. It's a strike, and after 4, Washington nothing, Boston nothing. So Chris Sale will face Wieters, Eaton, and Turner here in the 5th. Wieters 0 for 1. He struck out. Sale has struck out 9 this afternoon. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center. Bradley, and the world's slowest machine, makes the catch. What's eating my computer? Nothing. 1 out for Eaton. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, hit that like button. Eaton Grounds one to Bogarts. Over to Moreland, and it's 2 quick outs. So through 18 batters, Sale has thrown 84 pitches, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, a walk and 9 strikeouts. Trey Turner has singled, stolen a base, and struck out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Devers. On the grass. Over to Moreland. He got him. Dusty Baker, who's back managing this game, asked for a replay. I forgot about that. And Cowboy Joe West says, go sit down. He's out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're halfway home in this scrimmage. Hey, thanks for taking some time out, Bubba, to watch. Tomorrow I'm going to pre-play games 1 and 2 of the series from Fenway. So join me at noon for that, would you? I'd appreciate that. Or at least you can watch it on demand at any time. So it'll be Kinsler, Devers, and Bradley for the Red Sox against Scherzer here in the 5th. Kinsler's 0 for 1. And we had a rain delay. Of course. Of course we did. So it rained for an hour. Did you enjoy the delay? I really enjoyed the Three Stooges beat Motley Crue. Nicky Sticks and Curly can have a drum solo at any point, but that's rain delay theater for you. So what will they do? That's fine. I probably wasn't going to pitch Sale much longer than that anyway. Kinsler's still 0 for 1. Scherzer delivers, and that's a ground ball base hit between Rendon and Turner. Kinsler turns the corner and will hold. And so we get the 2017 version of Matt Grace. Grace went 1-0 last year with 2 saves and a 4.32 ERA. He threw 50 innings, allowed 50 hits, including 3 home runs, 18 walks, and 31 strikeouts. Rafael Devers is 0 for 1. Nobody out, bottom of the 5th in a scoreless game. Pitch from Grace, right back to him, to Murph for 1, over to Zimmerman. That is 2. Kinsler made the right slide, but Turner's arm was better. So 2 out for Jackie Bradley Jr., who struck out his first time up. Grace delivers, and there's a ground ball to Zimmerman. Takes to the bag himself, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors after 5. Washington nothing, Boston nothing. You know, we spared no expense for these delays, Al. Who am I pitching? I'm facing right, left, right. So Ryan Dairy Queen Brazier takes the mound. He went 2-0 on the real unit with a 1.60 ERA, 33 innings, or 33.2 innings, 19 hits, including 2 home runs. He walked 7 and struck out 29. He'll face Taylor, Harper, and Rendon. Brazier's pitch, and Taylor laces that one into left center, and that's a single. And so if this was a real game on Twitter, we'd be hearing about how bad the bullpen is already and how Alex Cora should be run out of time on the next Acela. Brazier throws to first, Taylor back. Here's Harper. He's 0 for 1. He's with a strikeout. And also got plunked in the head by Sale. Brazier delivers. There goes Taylor. The throw down to Bogarts is not in time. So Taylor makes the steal. And so Washington has a runner in scoring position with 1 out, or nobody out. An 0-1 count to Harper. Pitch from Brazier is a fly ball to center. Back goes Bradley to the track. He makes the catch. Taylor on his way to third. He's safe. So 1 out for Rendon. And the Red Sox will play him in. Rendon is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Brazier delivers, and there's a fly ball to left center. Bradley is there. Hayes got it. Taylor will tag. The throw goes into the infield, and the Nats lead at 1-0. Brings up Daniel Murphy. Murph hasn't taken the bat off the shoulders. He's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Brazier delivers. Got him! A 1-2 pitch on the inside corner. Murphy looks at that, shakes his head. But the Nats get on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. After 5.5, it's Washington 1, Boston nothing. So Leon, Betts, and Benintendi to bat here in the 6th against Grace, who's going to pitch for a while. Leon is 0 for 1. And he grounds this one to Turner. Jump throw to first in time. In Sale's defense, the way that guy was dressed in that uniform was totally asking for it. How you doing, Dale? Good to have you with us. Here's Mookie Betts. Mookie is struck out and doubled. 1-0 Washington here in the bottom of the 6th. Grace delivers, and Mookie hits this one hard to center. Back goes Taylor. He turns and watches it hit the top of the wall. I thought it was gone. Mookie puts one off in the triangle. He thought about 3 for a second, but will hold. And the tying run is up for Benintendi. He was 0 for 2. He is flying to left center and grounded to first. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball base hit. Betts will score. Benintendi's going for 2, and he's got it. So a laser off the bat that got in front of Taylor, and Benintendi was just off from the word go, and the Red Sox have tied the game in the 6th. And Alex Cora can now come back on that train. He's light again. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2. Pitch from Grace. Fly ball to center. Taylor has it lined up. Benintendi's back. He's tagged. He's going for third. And he's out. Taylor has a very good arm. And Benintendi tested it and got the wrong end of it. So that'll be, they'll have a pitch to Zim. Zim is 1 for 1 with a walk. They're going to hope to get a 4th out here from Dairy Queen. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball, pop up right side. Moreland goes after it. Replay. We had one earlier, Al. All right. So Brazier gets his man. And we got Brian. Going to put Brian Johnson in the game. Brian, 4-5 on the year, 99 and a third innings, 104 hits, 16 home runs allowed. He walked 38, struck out 87 with a 4.17 ERA. And he's probably here to finish this part of the lineup. So 1 out for Goodwin. 0 for 2. He struck out twice. But Goodwin hits lefties. 341. And Rowdy Reed is going to pinch hit the catcher. So Reed, he went 3 for 11 at 273. No home runs or RBI, and probably had 18,000 pass balls. Johnson delivers, and there's a liner base hit. Bradley will cut it off, and Reed is on first. And that brings up Wieters. So 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Nationals. They've stranded 4 so far. The Red Sox have run on 5 hits, no errors, and they've stranded 2. Here's Wieters. Wieters is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Reed on first. And Leon boxes that one around. Reed goes to second. That's a pass ball. So the joke was that Reed makes the pass ball, not Leon. Pitch to Wieters. Struck him out. He swung on and missed a full count. So 2 out for Adam Eaton, who I imagine would bat here. 0 for 2. Oops, the wife is on the phone. 1 second. Yes, you're live on YouTube. Okay, what's up? Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. Love you too. Bye-bye. So that's the wife reporting in live from South Burlington, where we get the world to do his Target opened up this week. I'm not making that up. All the good stuff was gone already. So what did we do with Eaton? No count. He's going to bat. And he strikes out. A 1-2 pitch. He looked at strike 3. And so stretch time here at the Fens. It's Boston 1, Washington 1. And Matt Albers will pitch. Matt probably had the best rebound year ever in 2017. After being boxed around and released by the Chicago White Sox, he may have been Dusty Baker's best weapon. 7-2 with 2 saves. Yes, he closed games. And that first half of the year, that was kind of like the old Navy commercials. It wasn't just a job, it was an adventure. With a 1.62 ERA, boy, the Nats missed him this year. 61 innings, 35 hits, including 6 home runs, 17 walks, and 63 strikeouts. So Worth goes into play left. Jason Worth, who's a 5 and a 5, and probably a better choice than Goodwin was. So it'll be Bogaerts, Moreland, and Kinsler here in the 7th. Bogaerts is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Albers. Struck him out. 1-2 in there at the knees for strike 3. So Bogaerts has struck out 3 times today. And that'll bring up Mitch Moreland, who was singled and struck out. Pitch from Albers. Ground ball to Murph. Over to Zimmerman. 2 out. Now bring up Ian Kinsler, who's 1 for 2. Pitch to Kinsler. Struck him out. Breaking ball swung on and missed. So after 7, nothing across. Spouse delay. Yes. Those are important now. Those are important. After 7, it's Boston 1, Washington 1. So Matt Barnes will come in to pitch the 8th. Barnes went 6-4 on the year with a 3.65 ERA, 61 2/3 innings, 47 hits, including 5 home runs. He walked 31 and struck out 96. Turner is 1 for 3. He has struck out, singled, and stole second. Bubba, I feel your pain. Gingham Plaid. I got a story about that. We'll just tell it after Turner's at bat. Pitch from Barnes to Turner. Struck him out. I don't have. This will not make any sense because I don't have the chat up on the actual game screen. Bubba says, do you know how hard it is to impress upon Bama fans that Paul Bear Bryant never wore houndstooth hats? And is the hashtag for Gingham Plans. At least the sculptor who did the statue got it right. And yes, Dale, a spouse delay is like a rain delay. So we had them both in this game. There's a clip on YouTube of a Bear Bryant show from around 1979, 1980. And he's showing one of his old hats. Honest to God, it's a true story. I watched this a couple weeks ago. And it's worn. And he says whoever the company that made the hat wasn't making them. And so he wanted to know if anyone would rummage around in their closets to see if they had a gingham plaid hat. And he made very careful mention to say that it was houndstooth. It was not plaid. It's just so funny that you brought that up. All right, here's Michael A. Taylor. He's 2 for 3. He has singled twice. He has scored the only run for the Nats in the 6th. Stole a base and struck out. Barnes is ready, and that's a ground ball to Moreland. Over to first. 2 out. Brings up Bryce Harper. Mr. Hare is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and also got plunked in the head. Here's the pitch. Harper draws a walk. So 2 out walk. And no, Adrian Sanchez is not going to pinch run for Bryce Harper in a 1-1 game. Not even Dusty would have done that. Here's Rendon. Anthony is 0 for 2. Has the lone RBI in the game. And the strikeout. Here's the pitch. Harper dances off first, and he goes on the Rendon walk. No, Wilmer Defoe's not going to pinch run. Now bring up Daniel Murphy. 2 out for Murph. Barnes is already in the fatigue column. And Murph hasn't taken the bat off the shoulder. Leone goes out to chat with Barnes. Here's the last batter he'll face, and he walked him. So the bases are loaded, and we'll have a pitching change here in a second, as Bubba says. There's just a massive line of apparel in House Street paying homage to the man, except for a 10-mile circle around Auburn, where elephants, Tuscaloosa, and Bear Bryant aren't ever going to be mentioned, right? Is that right? Brandon Workman comes in. Brandon went 6-1 on the year with a 3.27 ERA. In 41 and a third innings, he allowed 34 hits, 6 home runs. He walked 16 and struck out 37. Zimmerman, in his best year ever, is 1 for 2 today with a walk. And the bases are full. Yeah, just to get it right. That's what about Bear Bryant. That's what Bubba's saying. The bases are full of Nats. They're full of FOW, full of Washingtons. Workman delivers, and there's a fly ball to center. Bradley Jr. backs up. He's got it lined up, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Ollie Perez comes in to pitch for the Nats. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Boston 1, Washington 1. Workman gets him to leave them loaded. So it'll be Devers, Bradley Jr., and Leone. Devers doesn't hit lefties real well. He's 0 for 2 with the grounded into a double play. So what are my options? I'm not going to go with a Brock Star. Who hit lefties well? I'm going to let him hit. And that's the right move as he laces that one in the right. Harper cuts it off. That's a single. So the Red Sox had to go ahead, run on, and nobody out for Jackie Bradley Jr., who was 0 for 2, and he's not going to bunt, which is what I would do here. But he's not going to do it. Perez delivers. Struck him out. A 2-2 pitch. And here comes Brandon Kinsler. Brandon, who was traded from Minnesota at the break, went 2-1 with a save in a short time with Washington with a 3.46 ERA. In 26 innings, he allowed 25 hits, 2 home runs, fought 5, and struck out 12. They were in San Diego when that trade happened. It happened on the deadline day. And he was at the San Diego Zoo visiting rhinos, feeding them saltlets when he got the call. Leone is not going to bat. It will be Eduardo Nunez. With 265, 10 home runs, and 44 RBI. Tying run is on 1 out here in the 8th. Kinsler delivers, and Nunez grounds 1 to Turner. Trying for 2. Murphy for 1. Zimmerman for... Call it 2. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Nunez beat the relay. There's 2 out. I feel like, never mind. Here's Mookie Betts. Mookie's had 2 doubles today. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored and a strikeout. So the wheels are turning here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Kinsler delivers. Betts grounds 1 to Turner. He's going to go over to Zimmerman, and he's going to make the play to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After, yeah, I said rhino. Go Cubs, not that kind of rhino. After 8, Washington 1, Boston 1. Workman will start the 9th. He'll face Worth, who doesn't look anywhere near as Captain Caveman-like as he did at the end of his career. Wieters and Eaton. Worth at 226 on the year, 10 home runs and 29 RBI. And what became very apparent, he was the linchpin of that clubhouse. Christian Vasquez comes in to catch, by the way, and he will bat 9th. So Workman to start. Worth, Wieters, and Eaton. And nope, Worth's gonna hit. Fly ball to left center. Bradley's there, makes the catch. Can use Lynn later. Use him for Wieters, for goodness sake. Wieters is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. No, Wieters bats. Ground ball to Kinsler. On the grass, over to Moreland. 2 out. And I'll bring up Adam Eaton, who's 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Heel bat. And that one is base hit up the middle. So I'll let Workman face Turner. Turner is 1 for 4. He struck out twice, singled, and stole second. You guys are cute. You know that? Workman delivers. There goes Eaton. Throw down to Kinsler is done in time. So Workman will walk Turner. And here comes Kimbrell to face Taylor. Thank you for the error. Kimbrell, 5-1 with 42 saves and a 2.74 ERA. Forget what happened in the ALCS. It doesn't matter. They've advanced. That's why we're playing this game. In 62 1/3 regular season innings, he allowed 31 hits, including 7 home runs. He walked 31 and struck out a whopping 96. The whip, .995, and the average, 146. Taylor's 2 for 4. He singled twice, stolen a base, scored and struck out. So Eaton on second, 2 out. Runner on first is Turner. And now we'll let Adam Lynn pinch hit. Lynn owned right-handers. Hit .303 with 14 home runs, most of those off the bench, and 59 RBI. Just such a clutch hitter. Kimbrell delivers, and Lynn walks. And so, never mind when I said, oh, Vasquez isn't happy with the call. He turns to Angel Hernandez and says, don't you turn your angel eyes my way. So they're loaded for Bryce Harper. Bryce is 0 for 2. He has been hit by a pitch. He has struck out and walked. And so the bases are loaded. Washington is stranded 8. Kimbrell is ready. And they got Harper to look at strike 3. Harper thought change and got the fastball instead. And the Nats, it's the story of their lives. They leave him loaded. I can't tell you just how much this team last year, this Nats team reminded me of those early '80 Red Sox teams. Frustrating as all get out. They've stranded 11. Dale Lonsdale says that Bryce will be a Philly next year. I think they have a better chance at Machado, to be honest. So anyway, we go to the bottom of the ninth in a 1-1 tie. It'll be Kinsler at least to start against Benintendi, Martinez, and Bogarts. Kinsler delivers, and Benintendi grounds 1 to Zimmerman. To the bag, 1 out. And then I'll bring up Sean Doolittle, who with Ryan Madsen in the mid-July deal saved that team. Doolittle, with these numbers are just not with the Athletics. These are just with Washington. 1-0 with 21 saves. I believe he did it in 23 chances, too. A 2.40 ERA, 30 innings, 22 hits, 2 home runs. He walked 8 and struck out 31. And him and his wife, Erin Doolin, are just absolutely beloved in D.C. J.D. Martinez is 0 for 3. He flew out, he flied out, and he hit that monster shot to deep right center, which doubled up Benintendi in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Martinez walks, and so the winning run is on. 1 out in the 9th for Bogarts, who is 0 for 3. He has struck out all 3 times. Nats play him. Nats guard the line. So Rendon and Zimmerman hug the lines. Andrew Stevenson, by the way, is in center field for Taylor. Stevenson, I think, is going to be a good good player at some point. 5 range and a 3 arm. The bat wasn't quite ready, but the talent certainly is there. Doolittle delivers, and Bogarts laces one to Rendon. 2 out. A liner that Rendon handled. So it's Mitch Moreland. Mitch is 1 for 3. We're going to pinch hit. Steve Pearce. Steve at 284 on the year, 11 home runs and 42 RBI. Winning run is on first, 2 out. Pitch from Doolittle, and he swings and misses strike 3. So nothing across for the Red Sox in the 9th. It's free baseball here on a Saturday afternoon. Washington 1, Boston 1. It'll be Rendon, Murphy, and Zimmerman to face Kimbrel here in the 10th. Rendon is 0 for 2. As the lone Washington RBI is walked and struck out. So Pierce goes in to play first. He's a 5, and he will bat 5th. Kimbrel's pitch to Rendon. Ground ball to Bogarts. Over to Pierce. 1 out. There's Daniel Murphy, who is 0 for 3. He has not taken the bat off the shoulders. He's walked once and struck out 3 times. Here's the pitch. Murphy sends this one into the deep right. Back goes Betts. He makes the catch. He got a lot of it, but it stayed in the yard. So apparently the extra gopher balls that Bob Manfred ordered for the World Series haven't made it yet. Here's Ryan Zimmerman. He's 1 for 3, single to walk. Kimbrel delivers, and Zimmerman walks. Okay, Wilmer Defoe comes in to pinch run. Jason Worth is 0 for 1. Vasquez and Kimbrel discuss it. Defoe has good speed at first. I forgot that. Worth popped up left side. Bogarts is there, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9.5 in the books. 1-1. So Kinsler, Devers, and Bradley here on the 10th for Boston. Kinsler singled and struck out. He's 1 for 3. Pitch from Doolittle. Struck him out. A 1-2 pitch on the outside corner. Devers, 1 for 3. He is singled and grounded into a double play. Pitch. There's a ground ball to Howie Kendrick playing first. He steps on the bag, and there's 2 out. So Kendrick is a defensive replacement. Jackie Bradley Jr. is 0 for 3. Pitch from Doolittle, and there's a line drive foul. Go Mets. Doolittle, 1 and 2 to Bradley. He delivers, and there's a line drive base in the right center field. Bradley turns around the corner and will hold it first. No, he won't. He's going to challenge the arm. He's going to slide, and they got him. So he challenged Stevenson's arm, and Stevenson throws him out. And so it's more free baseball after 10. It's Washington 1, Boston 1. Switchy lefty righty, huh? So Heath Embry, 4-1 on the year as the next Boston pitcher, 4.20 ERA. No saves, 60 innings, 53 hits, including 10 home runs. He walked 27 and struck out 76. Matt Wieters is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. And that's a 1-2 pitch. So Wieters has struck out 3 times today. That brings up Eaton, 1 for 4. Struck out and stole a base. The pitch, Eaton, ground ball to Kinsler, over to Pierce. 2 quick out for Embry here in the 11th. The Nats have stranded 12. Trey Turner, 1 for 4, has struck out twice, stole a base and walked. And he's going to reach again as he grounds one up the middle for a single for Andrew Stevenson, who is at 158. This was the 2017 numbers with an RBI. Toward the first, Turner back. And Stephen Drew's going to pinch hit. That's missed him too. Stephen, in only 95 at-bats, hit 253 with a home run and 17 RBI. Here's the pitch. Ball. Turner wanted to steal and just didn't get what he wanted to see. So 1-0 the count. Here we go. There goes Turner. The throw down is not in time. Turner is just faster than lightning. So that's Trey's second steal, and they're just gonna pitch to Drew. Harper on deck. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Devers is never gonna get that. In fact, it plays him. So Ryan Rayburn will pinch run. It bounced off Devers' glove, and Washington has runners on the corners and 2 out for Bryce Harper. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Embry delivers, and Harper sends this one to right. But that's playable. Betts is there, and that retires the side. After 10.5, how many chances will Washington get? Joe Blanton comes in, which causes the gnashing of teeth, and talking to Capitals now down in D.C. He went 2-4 in his lone season in D.C. with a 5.68 ERA, 44 in the third inning, 53 hits, 10 home runs. He walked 13 and struck out 39. Christian Vasquez hit 207 on the year with 3 home runs and 16 RBI. Bettis and Benintendi to follow. Go Sox. Thanks, Al. Thanks for watching, bud. Blanton's pitch. Vasquez. Fly ball to center. Victor Robles is now playing center field and makes the catch. That's the only other change. Mookie Betts is 2 for 4. He's doubled twice. Blanton's pitch. Betts swings and misses strike 3. Actually, it was on the outside corner. So 2 out for Benintendi, who has the Red Sox only RBI. They came in a double in the 6th. Blanton delivers, and Benintendi grounds one to Murphy over to Hendrick, and that retires the side. We go to the 12th. It's still 1-1. Hector Velasquez gets a long relief. He went 7. Would you stop rubbing on that cat? He went 7-2 on the year with a 3.18 ERA. This is how the cat got his zip, by the way. She's rubbing on the back of my computer. 85 innings, 97 hits, including 7 home runs. He walked 26 and struck out 53. Rendon, Murphy, and Kendrick for Washington here in the 12th. Rendon is 0 for 3. He has walked, struck out, and drove in Washington's only run. They have stranded 14. Velasquez delivers. Rendon pops it up. Kinsler on the grass. Don't you touch that, cat. 1 out. Pierce with the catch. No, Kinsler will take it. Here's Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 4. He struck out 3 times. Velasquez delivers. Murphy draws a walk. So, again, the Nats had the go-ahead run on here in the 12th. Let's see what they do with Howie Kendrick. My cat's looking for something. I have no idea what she's trying to do. Howie hit 293 with the Nats. Came over from the Phillies. Hit 7 home runs and 25 RBI. Velasquez delivers. Kendrick ground ball to Bogarts. To Kinsler for 1. Over to Pierce. Call it 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 12th. It's J.D. Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, and Stephen Pierce to face Joe Blanton. It's Washington 1, Boston 1. Martinez is 0 for 3 with a walk. And remember, no hockey again tomorrow. Hockey returns a week next Saturday. And so tomorrow it's doubleheader on this channel. The first 2 games of a World Series pre-play between whoever wins the National League Championship Series and these Boston Red Sox. Pitch to JD, struck him out. An 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. So that's 2 from Blanton. And remember, we start all the daytime streams except for this at noon. So noon first pitch tomorrow. between the National League champions and the Boston Red Sox. Here's Bogaerts. He's 0 for 4. He struck out 3 times. The pitch to Xander. Ground ball to Turner. Over to Kendrick. And that's 2 out. At this pace, we'll still be playing this game. Steve Pearce is 0 for 1. He struck out. Blanton delivers, and there's a fly ball to center. Robles comes in and makes the catch in left center. After 12, it's Washington 1, Boston 1. It'll be Worth, Wieters, and Eaton for the Nats. Worth is 0 for 2. And there's a ground ball to Bogaerts. Over to Pierce, 1 out. So Velasquez pretty much will throw as long as Alex Cora needs him. Matt Wieters is 0 for 5 on the day, including 3 strikeouts. The pitch, and that's going to be lined up the middle for a base hit. Bradley cuts it off. Wieters is on first. Gradamy, who has a steal, he's 1 for 5. He has singled, struck out, and stole a base. Wieters holds, and Eaton hits this one into right center. He's going for 2. Throw in there is not in time. So, for a walk in Turner, 1 out for Victor Robles, who went 6 for 24 last September. Hit 250, no home runs and 4 RBI. Wieters on third, Eaton on second, and Turner on first. Bases loaded again. Velasquez delivers, struck him out. They got him on a 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed on something off speed. So that's Velasquez's first strikeout, and here's Harper. Bryce has walked, got hit by a pitch, and is 0 for 4. He has struck out twice. And so everyone is at Fenway is on their feet. Here's the pitch. Harper, ground ball right to Velasquez, over to Pierce, and they got him. And the Nats leave them loaded again. Sean Kelly comes in. He's 3-2 with 4 saves. I saw the viewership numbers go down the second that popped up. 7.270 ERA in 26 innings, 29 hits, 12 home runs. He walked 11 and struck out 25. Kinsler, Devers, and Bradley for the Red Sox here in the 13th. Kelly's pitch. Kinsler strikes out. 1-2 pitch, check swing, strike 3. Here's Devers. He's 1 for 4. Singled and grounded into a double play. Devers, fly ball to right. Back goes Harper to the track and right center, makes the catch. So 2 out here in the 13th. Sean Kelly's on the verge of a clean inning. Be still, your beating hearts out there. Jackie Bradley Jr. He has struck out twice, single. He's 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to left. Worth has it lined up and makes the catch. After 13, Washington 1, Boston 1. This was a night World Series game. It would be about 2 o'clock Sunday morning. So it'll be Rendon, Murphy, and Kendrick to face Velasquez, who's on for his 3rd inning of work. The Nationals, as we start the 14th, have stranded 17 runners. Rendon is 0 for 4. Fly ball to left. Benintendi will let it go foul. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Devers on the grass. Long throw. Not in time. Cora will not review it. It's a single, and for the umpteenth time in the extra innings, Washington has a runner on. That's the 10th hit for DC. Here's Murph. He's 0 for 4. He's walked twice and struck out 3 times. Pitch from Velasquez. Ground ball to Bogaerts. This might be 2. No, only plays to Pierce at first. For the out, Rendon goes to second. And they'll pitch to Howie Kendrick, who's 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play his first time out. Here we go. And Kendrick slaps that one into left field. Rendon will turn and hold at third. Wow. Benintendi got to that ball rather quickly. And holds Rendon at third. So runners on first and third for Worth. with 1 out. Worth is 0 for 3 since coming in. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to Devers. Are they going to bring a try for 2? Kinsler for 1. Pierce for 2. Rendon does not score. And we go to the bottom of the 14th inning. Washington is stranded 18. It'll be Vasquez, Betts, and Benintendi. Sean Kelly comes on for a second inning of work. Christian Vasquez is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. There's a chopper to second. Murph to Kendrick, 1 out. Brings up Mookie Betts. Has doubled twice and struck out twice. Scored the lone Red Sox run in the 6th. That was like a year ago. Kelly delivers, and Betts hits a fly ball to right. Back goes Harper to the track. That's off the wall. Betts has his 3rd double of the year. And so Eddie Romero comes in. He is 2-4 with 2 saves on the year. A 3.56 ERA in 55 2/3 innings. It's a lefty versus lefty here. He's allowed 55 hits, 7 home runs. He walked 23 and struck out 65. And man, he throws hard. So Romero is ready. So is Benintendi. Andrew was 1 for 5. He has a double and has an RBI double, as a matter of fact. The winning run is on second. J.D. Martinez on deck. 1 out, bottom of the 14th. The pitch. Ground ball to Murphy. Over to Kendrick. And Betts will go to 3rd, and so the winning run is 90 feet away for J.D. Martinez. I can't see any scenario where the computer pitches to Martinez. There's 2 out. Nope, they're going to pitch. And Martinez swings and misses strike 3. No runs. The winning run is stranded at 3rd after 14. Whoever's watching this, thanks for hanging with me. Washington 1, Boston 1. So Wieters, Eaton, and Turner here in the 15th inning. Wieters is 1 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. And there's a ground ball base hit. Bradley tosses it back in. So here's Eaton. Adam is 2 for 6. He has singled, doubled, stolen a base, and struck out, amongst other things. Yeah, thanks, Dale. This is fun. Pitch to Eaton. Ground ball to 3rd. Devers might get 2. No, only throws to Pierce at 1st. Eaton is safe. They don't get anybody. And so the Nats have run 2 on and nobody out for Trey Turner, who is 2 for 5. He has stolen 2 bases. He has walked twice and struck out twice. Pitch from Vasquez. Ground ball to Bogaerts. His only play is to 1st. And Turner is retired. So Eaton on 2nd. Wieters on 3rd. They're going to pitch to Robles. Going to play the infield halfway because if you walk him loaded, you're walking him loaded for Harper. So Vasquez and Velasquez have a few words. And here's the pitch. Robles grounds 1 to Bogaerts. Over to Pierce. Wieters will hold. 2 out. Wieters stayed put. And so here's Harper. Harper's 0 for 5. He is walked once, been plunked once, and struck out twice. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right. Betts has it. He makes a leaping catch to retire the side. And we go to the bottom of the 15th inning. The Nationals have stranded 20 runners. 20. Bottom of the 15th. Bogaerts, Pierce, and Kinsler to face Andy Romero. Boston 1, Washington 1. Bogarts is 0 for 5, and now Enning gets him to look at an 0-2 pitch for strike 3. You know, if Enning had thrown it off speed crap when he was with it, he still might be with the team. Here's Steve Pierce. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. It's an unbelievable game. Romero delivers, and he gets Pierce on the inside corner on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. I don't know what the stranded record is. Stranding 20? I mean, yeah, Seth, it happened way too much. It happened way too much last year. To do this in a 15-inning game, this has got to be close. This has got to be close. Ian Kinsler is 1 for 5. He has struck out 3 times. Romero delivers, and he gets Kinsler on a full count, strike 3. And so we go to the 16th inning. It is Washington 1, Boston 1. And so Rendon, Murphy, and Kendrick for the Nats here in the 16th, and probably Hesper Velasquez's last inning. He's thrown 4 innings. How long has it taken to play this? Well, 5 hours and 24 minutes and throwing a rain delay of an hour. And for Seth's edification, I'll show you who pitched in this game. I'll just leave it up there for a minute. Here's my double header. Yeah, I think it is for. Hopefully, it won't be 18 innings for one game tomorrow. Who do you guys think is going to win tonight between Los Angeles and Milwaukee? All right, so I'm not even going to read all that. That looks like the world's longest list of school closures. So it'll be, as I said, Rendon, Murphy, and Kendrick here for Washington in the 16th. Rendon is 1 for 5. He had the lone Washington RBI sometime around the time Columbus hit America. He has walked once and struck out once. And Rendon, it's a ground ball to Bogarts, who makes a nice grab over to Pierce, 1 out. You go, yeah, I think Milwaukee. I think Los Angeles' best chance was last night. And so Seth and Dale both say Milwaukee, which means Los Angeles will win 15-2. Just because we said it. Here's Murph. Murph is 0 for 5. He has walked twice and struck out 3 times. And Murph hits a fly ball in the center. Bradley's there. 2 out. For Howie Kendrick, who's 1 for 2. Zimmerman started this game, Seth, by the way. Howie is 1 for 2. He singled and brought it into a double play. Just goes that way. You make a prediction and it goes the opposite. There's the pitch from Velasquez, and he struck him out. So Blake Trinan, because it's everybody. Somehow we traded Blake Trinan back. We haven't seen Matthew. We've seen Doolittle. So poor Blake Trinan. He had such a wonderful year in Oakland, by the way. He was the opening day closer for Washington last year, and it was just too much on the poor guy. He went 0-2 with 3 saves, a 5.73 ERA, 37 2/3 innings, 48 hits, 3 home runs. He walked 13 and struck out 32. He'll face Devers, Bradley. I think Kershaw is going tonight, and if he's not, he'll probably come in the 8th or 9th if it's close. So I finished Trinan. I think I was reading Devers. 1 for 5, he singled and brought it into a double play. The bottom of the 16th inning, I think of all the games I've done, and I've done a replay that you haven't seen yet, along with the half of 64 and all that, this may be my longest game ever. By the way, the wind is howling in at 19 from left center, so that flag is pointing right towards home plate. Trinan delivers, and there's a liner right to Murphy, the first out. Here's Jackie Bradley Jr., who's 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. The Red Sox were looking for a scrimmage. I didn't think they were looking to play an entire week's worth of games. Yeah, Seth is right. Thing to keep in mind is that Josh Hader did not pitch last night for Milwaukee. And who knows what, it's a Game 7. So even though this opener thing is new to this year, it really is. It's all hands on deck. Bradley's 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, and he launches that one into right field. That gets past Kendrick. And so Bradley Jr. is on with a double on a bad play by Kendrick. They got all the way down the wall there. That pretty much goes all the way to the wall, and so the winning run is on second for Christian Vasquez, who's 0 for 2. I figured since we just do a Ron Juckett Bowl here, and I didn't expect this, not in a gazillion years. Vasquez is 0 for 2. There's a ground ball to Murph. Bradley goes over to third, over to Kendrick for the out, and so if Uncle Charlie Murphy had his way, there'd be an out here. But here's Mookie Betts. He has tripled or doubled 3 times today, 3 for 6. Jackie Bradley is a winning run on third. Trinan is ready. 2 outs. Bottom of the 16th, a 1-1 tie. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Rendon to Kendrick, and the band plays on. After 16 innings, it's Washington 1, Boston 1. And so we will go with right switchy lefty. We haven't used Joe Kelly, believe it or not. Joe Kelly went 4-2 on the season with 2 saves, a 4.39 ERA. In 65 2/3 innings, he allowed 57 hits, walked 4, or 4 home runs. If you only walked 4, that would be remarkable. You walked 32, how about that? And struck out 68. Worth is 0 for 4. Ryan Goodwin started this game and left. Dale was 5 years younger when that game started. I think I was too. To the 17th we go. Here's the pitch to Worth, and there's a fly ball to left. Benintendi's there for the out. He makes a diving stop. A Gold Glove catch. There's only been 22 hits in this game. The Nats have 13. The Red Sox have 9. When's Baby Ruth coming into pitch? That would be something, wouldn't it? Here's Wieters. Wieters is 2 for 7 with 3 strikeouts. Pitch from Kelly. Ground ball to Kinsler. A tremendous play over to Hughes for the second out. Poor Al's going to look at this later, Dale, and Seth, and go, how long did you go on after the game ended? He's going to keep watching and realize it's just the game. Here's Eaton. Adam is 3 for 7. He's doubled, singled twice, stolen a base, and struck out. Kelly delivers, and there's a liner that's going to get down in left center. Benintendi throws it back in the infield. Eaton takes a turn but will hold. And now bring up Trey Turner, who's got a whole bunch of 2s on his scorecard today. 2 for 6, 2 stolen bases, 2 walks, 1 of those at least intentional. This is fun. I mean, this really is fun. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Eaton takes a good lead off. Devers comes in, a long throw to Pearson. That retires the side. Seth, the Nats have surrendered 21 through 17 innings. We go to the bottom of the 17th. Benintendi, Martinez, and Bogarts to face Blake Trinan. If you're wondering who's left in the Washington pen, it's Sammy Solis, Adams, A.J. Cole, Coda Glover, Trevor Gott, Ryan Manson, and the other Turner. In the Red Sox pen, it's all lefties. Pomeranz, Pointer, Rodriguez, Scott, Kubis, and Wright. On the bench, it's Holt, Lynn, Brendan Phillips, because he shouldn't, Travis, and Swihart. And for the Nats, it's Deaza, Bautista, Chris Heisey, Sanchez, Severino, and Lobatone. And I can see the even had a nap. I can see Seth's facial tics from here if Jose Lobatone even comes into this game. So Benintendi, Martinez, and Bogarts here in the 17th. Andrew is 1 for 6. That RBI double came in the 6th. Trinan delivers, and Benintendi starts off the inning with a walk. J.D. Martinez is 0 for 5 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Trinan's time is just about done. Here's the pitch. Martinez, it's a fly ball to left. Worth comes in. No, Rendon goes out and makes the play. And so Sammy Solis comes in to face Bogarts. I feel bad for Sammy. J.D. Martinez misused him big time. Sammy went 1-0 last year with a save and a 5.88 ERA. 26 innings, 22 hits, including 4 home runs. He walked 13 and struck out 23. Bogarts is 0 for 6. He has struck out 4 times. Solis delivers, and there's a ground ball to Turner. He's going to have one play at first. The throw to Kendrick is in time. They got him. So, but Benintendi with 2 outs is the winning run on second. What day is it? It's now Wednesday morning, and you know who won tonight. I don't, because I'm stuck in this vortex. And they're waiting for this game to end so we can actually play Game 1 of the World Series. Sammy Solis will face Steve Pearce. So Pearce is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. If the Nats bat in the 18th, it would be Robles, Harper, and Rendon. Solis to face Pearce. And they won't pitch to him. They give him the 4 wide, and they'd rather face Ian Kinsler, which makes sense with a runner on with first base empty. Kinsler's 1 for 6. He has a single and has struck out 4 times. Here's the pitch. Kinsler, ground ball to Turner. Over to Murphy, and the band plays on. We go to the 18th inning. And yep. No shootouts here. Joe Kelly to face Robles, Harper, and Rendon. He'll probably face Robles. We'll probably go lefty to Harper. Robles is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Kelly has thrown 1 inning already. Here's the pitch. Robles swings and misses strike 3. So brings up Bryce Harper, who was 0 for 6. And Bobby Pointer is the... how many pitchers have we used? On top of the Nationals have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 pitchers. The Red Sox have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pitchers. This is straight out of Fort Myers or West Palm Beach. We've used 20 pitchers in this game. And the computer says we've taken 6 hours and 28 minutes to play it. And that's with a rain delay of 61 minutes thrown in. So if this game started at 8, and it's a 6-hour game, we're now looking at 3:30 in the morning. So Bobby Pointer is 1-0 in 2018 with a 3.22 ERA. In 22 and a third innings, he's allowed 22 hits, including 4 home runs. He's walked 3 and struck out 24. Well, you know, it's a funny thing. Seth asked about me live tweeting, which is what I would have done at the district. My Dunkin' Donuts door closes at 8. I think I don't know what I would have done. Poor Ricky would have to have been up early to go to work the next day, too, or Drew it with a class. Imagine that. 18 innings, 7-hour game. Harper is 0 for 6, 1 out in the 18th. Pointer delivers, and Harper swings and misses. Or just look at it. My eyes are going fluky. 1-2 pitch. So a Pointer gets the strikeout. Here's Rendon. He's 1 for 6. He regrets that RBI now. And he hits a fly ball to center. Bradley Jr. is there, 2 out. Alex was still... You know what? I probably would have given the Twitter password to Alex because it would only be midnight on the West Coast and let him do it. Concession's still open. Well, you're not buying a beer at 3 in the morning. But I'm sure there is clam chowder and hot dogs and some Dunkin' willing to be had. And Louis T. might actually throw a little extra pulled pork on that sandwich if he has any left. Because he's got a pork concession stand somewhere. Devers, as we start the bottom of the 18th. Devers, Bradley Jr., and Vasquez. Devers is 1 for 6. So Lee's out to start this inning anyway. Devers and Bradley are lefty hitters. Devers hits a fly ball to right. Harper's there. 1 out. And Coda Glover comes in. Coda did not tear his back open, sliding in the shower. He was the closer before he got hurt. 0-1 with 8 saves and a 5.12 ERA, 19 in the 3rd innings. He's the one that pitched after he got hurt for a week, including a game in Oakland that was just beyond recognition. 20 hits, only 1 homer. He walked 4 and struck out 17. Bradley is 2 for 6 with a double and 2 strikeouts. The pitch, he draws a walk. The Red Sox have the winning run on. Yeah. It's 3:14. I don't remember when I started this game. You do. We've gone to sleep. You know, the Boston stations are ready to do their early morning wake-up shows. You could probably go to McDonald's and get a nice cup of coffee. Here's Vasquez. Christian is 0 for 3. The winning run is on first. Turner to Murphy for 1. Over to Kendrick. And call it 2. Vasquez is hurt. He turned his ankle on that double play. And so we'll get a Blake Swihart will come in to catch. That's if Mookie Betts, who is now 3 for 7 with 3 doubles, doesn't end this game. Well, yeah, 4 a.m. news is about to start. Oh, he's on first. All right. I know, I'm trying to replace him. All right, hold on a second. So it'll be the Brock Star running in first, and he'll stay in the game if Mookie Betts doesn't end it. So the winning run is on first. Betts is 3 for 7 with 3 doubles, a run scored, and 2 strikeouts. Newsflash, game hasn't ended yet. I'm telling you, Al's going to come back before his show and look at this and go, holy crap, what the hell did you do the last 45 minutes? Here's the pitch. Betts, ground ball, foul. Third base side. So it's 1-2. Glover to Betts. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. Murphy with a diving stop goes to second, and we go to the 19th. Did someone say triple header? Someone said triple header, right? Kids will say, "School, did you see the game last night?" And they said, "Yeah, I saw it when I woke up this morning eating breakfast." Bobby Pointer will start this inning. He'll face Murphy, and then I'll probably yank Pointer. But I gotta make some. Oh, who am I gonna put? Oh crap. Am I gonna replace Kinsler? Oh, he's 1 for 7. So Hope stays in the game to play second. Blake Swihart, the last catcher available. He's a 5 range and a 1 arm. And Pointer will face Murph, who's 0 for 6. He's walked twice and struck out 3 times. We head to the 19th inning. Murphy grounds 1 to Bogarts. Over to Pierce, 1 out. When I was 13, 14 years old, I used to listen to the radio all night. And one of those nights in question was the overnight night of July 4th, 1985. And the station, I listened to the pop music station at the time, and they, those days, they actually had a live person up all night. And I remember rolling over several times in my sleep and kept hearing the Mets and Braves were still playing. It's like, and I'm thinking to myself, come on. You got to get a final score in there somewhere. Little did I know that was the Rick Camp game that ended at about 10 minutes of 4 in the morning in the 19th inning. But yeah, I remember that. That's about what this has turned into. Kendrick is 1 for 3. He has singles grounded into a double play and struck out. Pointer delivers, and it's a pop-up left side. Devers, 2 out. I think we've gone past that now. Jason Worth is 0 for 5. Pointer delivers, ground ball to Devers. We go to the bottom of the 19th. It's still 1-1. Benintendi, Martinez, and Bogarts to face Glover. And a time check now says 8 hours and 1 minute, so it's now 1 minute after 4 in the morning in Boston. I can't run out of players. Washington's got 49, and I still have 5 pitchers in my bullpen. I've never seen this. Oh, I started at 10. Well, you've heard Seth, you know, my buddy Ricky Keeler, who I used to work with at District on Deck, talks about a rain delay in a game in San Diego that ran till 2:30. So the game ended at 2:30 in the morning. If this was a West Coast game, Savannah and Hoda would be welcoming viewers in to watch the Today Show here in the East. Benintendi's 1 for 6. His RBI double about 6 years ago tied this game at 1. He laces this one to right. That will go all the way to the wall. Benintendi will hold at second, and the Red Sox have the winning run on in the 19th. There used to be a curfew in the National League. It used to be 1 a.m. You couldn't start anything after 1 a.m. But in this day and age, you just couldn't do that anymore. But I remember that curfew. Absolutely. 1 run, 14 hits, no errors for Washington. They stayed at 21, which is why we're in the 19th inning. 1 run, 10 hits, and 1 error for Boston. And they straight at 9. So Benintendi, the winning run, is down second. Martinez is 0 for 6. They struck out twice and walked. And they'll give him the free pass, which is absolutely the right move. And so Xander Bogaerts, nobody out. He's 0 for 7 with 4 strikeouts. Let's invoke it. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Turner. To Murphy for 1. To Kendrick for 2. Benintendi goes to third. And Ryan Madsen comes in. 230, right? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Ryan Madsen, and this is his numbers. He came over in the Trinan trade, which just goes to show that computers and soap operas can do whatever they want. Madsen, 19 and 2/3 innings, 13 hits. He did not allow a home run. He walked 3 and struck out 28. 1.37 ERA, 3-0 the record with a save. And he will face Steve Pierce, who's 0 for 3, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 19th. Benintendi, the winning run, is on third. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. No runs, no hits, or 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the 20th. And Stephen Wright, he wasn't pitching in the playoffs, but it's an exhibition game, who cares? 3-1 his record with a save, a 2.68 ERA. Actually, I don't know, he could conceivably pitch in the World Series. We'll see if they bring him up. 53 and 2/3 innings, 41 hits, 5 home runs. The knuckleballer walked 26 and struck out 42. And so as we head to the 20th inning, yeah, Dale says, look at Tampa and Philly. It took 3 days to play that. You know, Seth, you say that would be so cool to wake up and have that. Like, wow, baseball at breakfast. It's a good way to reach the kids. Wieters is 2 for 8, by the way. He singled twice and struck out 3 times. And he walks. Well, I think the schools in Massachusetts would be delayed for this game. Winds are blowing in at 19 from left center. Adam Eaton is 4 for 8. He singled 3 times, doubled, and stole a base. We have tennis at breakfast, sure. Right delivers. Eaton walks. So the Nats have put the first 2 on with nobody out here in the 20th. Here's Trey Turner. He's 2 for 7. Singled twice, stole 2, walked twice, and struck out twice. And if this is a test of Stephen Wright's knee, it's not very good for Alex Cora. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left. Benintendi has it. Wieters goes back to second. He's going to third. Benintendi's throw to Devers is in time. They double up Wieters. Doesn't Mickey D's have a team? Yeah, of course they do. They have a radio. And so the ghost of Davey Martinez gets Matt Wieters to try to take third on that fly ball. And with 2 out, instead of having runners on first and second, 1 out, it's a runner on first, Victor Robles up, and 2 out. Would Zach Campbell still be in the stands? I don't know who would still be there. 4 in the morning? Assuming this was a playoff game, what would the TV rating be? Wright delivers. There's a liner up the middle for a base hit. Eaton will hold at second. So it's Eaton on second, Robles on first for Harper, who was 0 for 7. Marlins man would still be there. Well, the popcorn man left 2 hours ago. The only thing left are those watermelon smoothies or whatever. That's the only thing that hasn't sold out yet. Harper has a chance to at least put Washington on top. Swihart, Devers, and Bradley Jr. for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 20th. Harper's 0 for 7. And he's going to, not this time, that's down. Betts will get it. Eaton scores. Robles goes to third. Deaza will pinch run. So Harper potentially has driven in the winning run here in the 20th. It's 2-1 Washington for Rendon. And we finally found the kryptonite for the Red Sox, Stephen Wright. So Rendon is 1 for 7. An RBI single. He has walked once and struck out. Wright delivers, and there's a high fly ball to right. Betts will have it. And we go to the bottom of the 20th inning after 19 and a half. It's Washington 2, Boston 1. So it's Swihart, Devers, and Bradley Jr. against Manson, who's 3 outs away of ending the longest. I don't think there was a 20-inning game this year, was there? Joe Buck, wake up! Washington scores. Swihart strikes out, turns to Angel Hernandez, calls him Joe West, and gets rung out. So we actually have a 21st inning. The Red Sox don't have a catcher. He would technically be suspended too. I don't know what he said to Angel, but he is long gone. He's suspended to the 24th. Oh my goodness. Here is Rafael Devers, who is 1 for 7. He has singled, grounded into a double play. Ejections, suspensions, cats and dogs living in harmony. He said your glasses are dirty. Manson's ready. Bradley is on deck. Here's the pitch to Devers. And there's a long fly ball to the left. Back goes Worth. That's off the wall. The tying run is on second and 1 out. 2 runs, 16 hits, and no errors for Washington. They've stranded 23. The Red Sox, a run on 11 hits and an error, and they've stranded 10. So the tying run is on base. All we need is snow. You know what? If you watched the Wisconsin-Illinois game on Fox earlier today, it was snowing in Madison. So Bradley is 2 for 6 with a double. And Seth will eat a hat if Deborah scores here. Yeah, it's all 49 players. I set this up as an exhibition game. Pitch to Bradley is a line of lace to Kendrick, who goes to Turner, and the Nationals win. They double Devers off a second, and the Nationals win it 2-1. Oh my goodness. Do I get a box score? So 8 hours and 18 minutes to play this one, boys and girls. Washington has kind of disappeared. Let's see, 8 and 8. It took 7:18 to play, so yeah, it'd be about 4:20 in the morning. That's appropriate. Never mind the box score. The computer's going, I don't want to anymore. Ryan Madsen gets the win. And Stephen Wright takes the loss. And they don't have it, but Bryce Harper hits the game-winning MVP. Washington stranded 23, Boston stranded 10, 7 double plays. Washington stole 4 bases. You know what? There was not a home run in this game. So 2 runs, 16 hits, no errors for DC. A run, 11 hits, and an error for Boston. Hey, the newspaper would print out double-sided. It's too long to, it's probably right. So there you go, my friends. This was exciting. In 20 innings, the final score, the Nats 2, the Red Sox 1. Join me tomorrow at noontime for live doubleheader. I'll make sure to drink properly between games, and if the first one runs 20, I'm not doing the second game. Between the National League champion and the Boston Red Sox as we pre-play the 2018 World Series. Thanks to Dale and Seth, especially for hanging with us on the super long broadcast. For Retro Sports Network, I'm Ron Chuck, and hit like and subscribe if you watch this later. We thank you so much. Until tomorrow, have yourself a good night.